I want to help you raise the levels of accountability on your team, ratchet down the levels of defensiveness so that you can all have tremendous pride together in what you're able to accomplish. I'm Aaron Schmuckler, CEO and company culture engineer at the Yes Works, where we are working with business leaders and their teams to improve communication, improve collaboration, improve leadership so that you can build the kind of culture where people and profits rise together. Now, I have been hearing from a lot of folks, more than usual in the last few months, about their desire to increase accountability on their teams. And not only is increased accountability lead directly to increased productivity and increased profits, it also leads to increased sense of fulfillment for the people who are accountable and increased sense of self-worth and pride. And so more accountability on your team is good for the company. It's good for your team. It's good for the individuals on it. Everybody and everything thrives in areas and in cultures with accountability. Now, I have said a lot of times in these videos that we succeed or fail very often on the quality of the distinctions that we make. And so my aim today is to give you a distinction that's going to help you ratchet up accountability while you ratchet down defensiveness. And so much of this has to do with setting expectations. So this distinction is going to help you set effective expectations together as a team that are going to lead to greater accountability. Accountability, I find, has 4 ingredients, and I want to focus on 2 of them very quickly. One of them is reliability. Do you do what you say you're going to do? Do I do what I say I'm going to do? I am reliable to the extent to which I do what I say I'm going to do. That's part of what we think of as the white light of accountability. It's one of those colors. When you break accountability down, reliability is one of the colors in that white light of accountability. And another one of them is ownership. Are you ready, willing, and able to connect your actions to the results that you're getting? Your actions are leading directly to those results. So ownership is about recognizing that connection. Now, one thing that takes things one step further than accountability is, okay, it's good to be accountable. Yes, I'm reliable. Yes, I own the connection between my actions and my results. Dependability is a little bit different from reliability. Reliability versus dependability, that's the distinction that I want to share with you today. Reliability, I do what I say I'm going to do. Dependability, I get the results I say I'm going to get, come hell or high water. So I am reliable to the degree to which I do what I say I'm going to do. I take the actions I say I'm going to take. Dependable, I'm dependable if I go after and pursue the results that we say I'm going to deliver, that I say I'm going to deliver, regardless of my circumstances. So it's great to be reliable. It's even better to be dependable, and it requires that ownership piece in order to be dependable. So how does this help you ratchet down defensiveness and ratchet up accountability on your team? Well, it's important to set the expectation. Reliability is pay to play, right? Without reliability, we've got nothing. If you're not going to do what you say you're going to do, we're in trouble. If I don't do what I say I'm going to do, we're in trouble. And none of us is 100% reliable. So let's start there. Ownership. Yeah, I didn't do what I say I'm going to do. Missed that. Sorry, I'm going to do better, right? That is part of the ownership track. And then dependability is where you really, what you really need, right? If I have a surgeon, for example, who I can trust to be reliable, he says, all right, here's what we're going to do. You've got a little bit of cancer on the outside of your colon. We're going to go in. We're going to find that lump. We're going to remove it. We're going to sew your colon back together. We're going to get out of there. We're going to be right as rain. That surgeon, if they do that procedure, is reliable. The purpose, the result that we're after is my colon is intact and the cancer, all of the cancer that's there, is removed. So that is the the intended result. That's the outcome we're after. A reliable surgeon might go in to that part of my abdomen, find the tumor that they knew was there, and extract that while ignoring another tumor right next to it. Hey, look, I did what I said I was going to do is not a defense for my saying later, you saw another tumor and yet you didn't take that out. Why would you not take that out? That the dependable surgeon is the surgeon who sees that second tumor and takes it out. The dependable salesperson is the person who says, yeah, I'm going to make 20 sales calls today. And then they make 20 sales calls today. That's the reliable part. And they discover today those 20 sales calls got them nowhere. They didn't get the results that they were looking for. So the dependable salesperson first starts with ownership. Okay, I made the calls. Let me review my scripts. Let me think about, am I calling at good times? And the following day, maybe it calls a little bit earlier in the day, or they change the way in which they're speaking to the prospects who answer the phone. They try something different and they keep experimenting until they are getting results. Now, maybe what they need to do is they need to do a little bit more research so that when they call, they've got something very particular to share with the person who answers the phone about why in particular I'm calling you. And so they only get to 10 calls in a day. So they're changing their approach. Maybe they've been a little bit less reliable. They're not doing what they said they're going to do. If they are reliable, then they're sharing with their manager along the way, hey, I want to try something different. Can I have a little bit of freedom to maybe make fewer calls in a day? I think I can be more effective. That's an incredibly reliable person because they're honoring the specifics of that commitment. They're being reliable to that commitment by changing the commitment to something new, and then they're reliable to that commitment. They're owning the connection between their action and their results. And then, most importantly, in some ways, they're dependable because they are not content to be able to say, I did what I say I was going to do. I took the actions that I said I was going to take. So don't look at me. It's not my fault if I'm not getting the results. I did what I said I was going to do. That is, we can all recognize, even the tone of my voice, I can feel it, and I can feel my mind going to that defensive place. So dependability takes reliability and may turn it on its ear a little bit sometimes in order to drive for results. So I come back to expectation setting. It is so important for us as leaders to tell the people in our care how they can succeed with us. And almost all of us, yes, we want people to be reliable. And we feel so nourished so often, so trusting and so much more comfortable when somebody starts to own the connection between their actions and the results. Even if they have been reliable, if those actions aren't getting the results that we said we wanted, to be able to say, yes, maybe these aren't the right actions. Maybe I'm not taking these actions in the best possible way. Maybe there's something that I need to shift. There's your ownership. And so I'm actually going to make that shift and put in the effort and put in the experimentation to get to the results that I want. That is dependability. And so if you can make this distinction for the people in your care as a leader and say, I want reliability from you. I need it, right? We need to be able to count on you to do what you say you're going to do. We also need to be able to count on you for this ownership, to be able to connect your actions to the results that you're getting. So if you are doing what you say you're going to do and you're not getting the results, I want to hear about it so that we can help either improve your tactics, give you some more training to help your actions deliver those results, or even change what you're committed to so that you're reliable to a new commitment that will hopefully yield those results. And at the end of the day, dear person in my care, at the end of the day, I'm going to be looking to you for dependability. What I really need from you, What I am going to expect you to deliver and or be communicating with me about the challenges that you're facing all along. I expect you to be delivering results. I need you to be dependable, to get, to go after, to experiment, to do whatever it takes to get those results. And so reliability is nice. Dependability is what we need at the end of the day. If you set that expectation in advance and get their commitment to being dependable, to pursuing results, to allowing you to talk to them and to express your discontent when the results aren't coming in. That's going to make for a great partnership between you as a leader and the people in your care. It's going to ratchet down the lack of accountability. It's going to ratchet down defensiveness because an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. You don't want to be responding to defensiveness. If you're following this guidance, you're going to get a lot less defensiveness to deal with in the first place. Again, I'm Aaron Schmuckler. So glad that you were with me today. I hope you find this useful. And if you'd like to talk more about it, this is the stuff that I'm so passionate about is people uh, loving the work that they're doing, delivering great results together with excellent communication and the kind of collaboration that feeds the soul.